All right, folks, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I'm Zach with Chapman's Brewing Company, and we've got a few things to go over today. Actually, kind of a big day. So we've got 3 new beers that are out currently. 2 returning favorites and 1 that's kind of just brand new for us. So we've got Ben's Jammin. This is a West Coast style IPA. It's named after Ben Lane, which is a manager of ours down in Fort Wayne. Unfortunately, passed away, so we named the beer after him. We've also got Rios, which is probably one of our favorite beers of the year. It's a beer we've made probably 5-6 years in a row now, I think. It's a Russian Imperial Oatmeal Stout. And also we've got a new vaulted series out. This is called ROGGENBIER series. It's a historical beer. So this is a barrel-aged, peach barrel-aged wine, ROGGENBIER. And a ROGGENBIER is, think of kind of like a spicy Blue Moon kind of thing. It's similar to like a wheat beer, but it's going to have rye in it, so it kind of gives it a little bit of a spice. So we're going to go ahead and pop into a couple of these beers here real fast, kind of see what they look like, and kind of go from there. So let's go ahead and go with Ben's Jammin' first. And like I said, this is a tribute beer to Ben Lane, who unfortunately, like I said, passed away a few years back, but we decided to keep making this beer for him. Now, as mentioned, this is a West Coast style IPA. A couple things. First off, again, perfect pour. It's like I'm a professional. West Coast style IPAs are typically going to have a little bit more hops to them. So this is going to have Citra and Mosaic hops. They're also going to be pretty piney and very hop forward, but they're going to have a nice little citrus like zest, a little like citrus blast to them. So this is about as good as it's going to get. And I know you're thinking, Zach, you work for Chapman, so obviously you're going to be a little bit biased. And yeah, absolutely. But this is a fantastic beer. Off the head, you're going to notice there's lots of different size bubbles. That's a pretty good indication as far as kind of what the aroma is going to be. Off the rip, just a ton of citrus coming off the head. This might be the best year we've ever had for Ben's Jammin'. I believe this is going to be the 3rd year in a row now we've made this beer. It's just fantastic. Coming out right at 7%. IBUs are a little up there, but I honestly don't really know where they're at, but probably somewhere in the 60-70 range. So not crazy hoppy, but definitely not, not hoppy at all. Gonna have really, really hot, like I said, hop forward, like a hop forward beer here. Just super easy, clean drinking. You can see right through the damn thing. It is crystal clear. Just a damn good representation of the style. Yeah, that's pretty good. So if you're a fan of our Undaunted IPA, or you're a fan of kind of like the low-cal IPA that we put out, Dr. Jekyll, you're probably going to enjoy this. I know the IPA, the low-cal, is definitely going to be on the less hoppy side. Undaunted is definitely going to be on that more malty end. This is less malty than Undaunted for sure, but it's going to be way more hop forward, and you're going to have a lot more of a citrus kick out of this guy. So if you want something to kind of change up from your typical Undaunted, definitely give this a try while we have it. It is in stores now in 4-packs, and also available at all the tap rooms and also on delivery at shop.chapmansbrewing.com. All right, take one more sip here. Looks like somebody who's not alone at the brewery anymore. All right, folks. Next up, Rios. So this is going to be, like I said, probably one of our biggest beers of the year. It's 10.5% Russian Imperial Oatmeal Stout. It is thick, it's rich, it's creamy. The cool thing about Russian Imperials is it's going to be a little bit on the dry side. And then we also add oatmeal. You're not going to taste the oatmeal. A lot of people think you taste oatmeal. You don't taste the oatmeal. What the oatmeal does is it kind of softens it up, it smooths it out a little bit. Again, it's like I'm a professional with these pours. So, Russian Imperial Oatmeal Stout. This one, like I said, comes out somewhere in the neighborhood of 10.5%. You're going to notice, like I said, the first time, quite a bit of the glorious head there. It's like off tan colored, different colored bubbles. This is going to be the 4th or I want to say 5th year we've made this in a row. Go ahead and dive in. Nose is super rich, very roasty, which are going to, kind of be synonymous with Russian Imperials. dry, very dry finish. Gonna have a little bit of chocolate. Maybe you get a little bit of coffee out of there. But mostly it's gonna be that, just that roasty, dark, chocolatey flavor out of there. It's gonna feel really, really dry towards the end. So you're not gonna have a lingering sweetness or anything. And that's, kind of how Russian Imperial Oatmeal Stouts go. I know right now it's kind of a crazy time to release a Russian Imperial, but, we didn't talk to anybody before we did this. So anyways, we've always released it right around wintertime. Went ahead and released it again this year. Rios. Again, just like Ben's Jammin, this is available in 4-packs and also available at the tap rooms right now, and liquor stores, all that good stuff. You can also buy that one online at shop.chapmansbrewing.com. So, kind of moving on quick here. Kind of a race against the clock, I'll be honest. I have one more of these. Man, that is just fantastic. Between the two of these, both of these beers are just phenomenal. They're also part of our roulette series. For our roulette series, we typically have out 1 beer per month, sometimes 2. But it's just something to kind of go on top of the core beers that we have. And the roulettes are stuff that we get to try some kind of weird stuff out with. The really weird stuff we have would be our vaulted series, this is actually our newest one. And I'm super, super happy about how this is, coming about. A lot of people are starting to like these. They're only available in bombers, tap rooms only. We don't put them out in distribution anywhere. But it's just some weird stuff that we've got here at the brewery. There's always, Jared's always got some kind of weird concoction going on. And this is definitely one of them. So let me go ahead and see if I can't open this bad boy up. All right, guys, sorry about that. So let's go ahead and pop this bad boy open. And like I said, ROGGENBIER, it's not a style that a lot of people really hear about. Kind of one of those random things, but Jared made one a couple years ago. And you've actually had this aging in a peach wine barrel for, about 2.5 years now. I didn't get quite a good of a pour on that one. So it's been aging for about 2.5 years in a peach wine barrel, which is going to give it just a little bit of that, kind of like the oaky, maybe like a little bit of oak. Definitely a little bit of a funkiness in there. A lot of times with the wine barrels that we use, you get some funkiness. And personally, for me, I love the funk. It's always hard to duplicate it for sure, which, it's one of those things. It's like, well, you make it once and you'll never really be able to do it again unless you really want to try to blend a whole bunch of stuff together. But yeah, so you get a little bit of that, that oakiness off of the nose. Definitely get the funk, and you get like a little bit of peach. Kind of what I was saying earlier, ROGGENBIER's not really a style that you get to see a whole lot. Think of kind of like a spicy Blue Moon. So instead of using a whole bunch of wheat, you would throw rye into the mash. And that gives it a little bit of like that spice, a little more characteristic. So let's go ahead and jump in here. Oh, yeah. So when I first tried the ROGGENBIER, I'm not a huge fan of wheat beers, so I'll be honest. So I wasn't, super over the moon with it, but I enjoyed it. I'd have a pint or two. The rye gave it a little bit of a, like I said, that kind of the spiciness gave a little more complexity. The cool thing about this, and just trying it here, and this is the first time I've ever tried this, I'll be honest, this is a blind reaction. The cool thing about this is you get that funk, right? But with the peach and the wine and everything kind of thrown in here together with the rye, it really mellows out a lot of the flavors. And so it's like, I guess mellowing out's not a great word. It all that complexity kind of meshes into one, and it's just good, right? It's like a symphony. A symphony of flavors all kind of happening at once. Not crazy complex, like I said, but there's just a lot that's going on towards the back end. And then at the end towards the tail end of the drinking, you get a little bit of heat kind of from the alcohol. 5.2% on this bad boy, so it's not anything crazy as far as ABVs go, but it's just a really, really good rendition of what a historical beer could be. You get a little bit of that peach in there. Yeah, a little bit of peach, a little bit of oak, a little bit of funk. Not overly funky, but just a little bit. Right up to the point of it being perfect. Yeah. Damn good, Jared. I did a good job on this one. I'm gonna definitely finish this bottle before before I leave the brewery. So let's. We went through it kind of quick today, but kind of go over this again. So we've got our Rios available right now. It's a Russian Imperial Oatmeal Stout. It's phenomenal. I think you should buy it. If you like stouts, you like giant stouts, definitely getting towards the tail end of stout season right now with spring coming around. But this is a damn good stout. Easy drinking. Have one. Feel great. Ben's Jammin, one of our favorite IPAs of the season. Tribute beer. Citra, Mosaic hops, real hoppy, pine-forward flavors. 7% alcohol, so it's like right down the middle of the barrel as far as alcohol goes in a beer. But you get all that Citra hop in there, and so that's going to be just super, super. Just I'm not going to say hazy or anything because a lot of hazy IPAs do use Citra because of those hops, but this thing is, I'll show you a little bit better of a picture here, but this thing is straight, you can see through. It is just, that is pretty. Yeah, that is damn good. All right, folks. So questions, comments, anything, leave it on down in the comment section below. I'm going to have links to our shop and all that good stuff in the comments as well. For our next video coming up, we've probably got our Jammer Amber coming out here pretty soon, so I'll probably do one of those. And then other than that, we will see you guys next time. So thanks.